Well, so far we've shown you some of the many opportunities awaiting you in Alaska, but believe it or not, there's more to see, plenty more.
And if you can afford a few more days in this unspoiled land of adventure, then the Yukon is for you.
If there is any word that instantly evokes the rollicking days of gold mining in the north, it's the word Yukon. And it's true, the Yukon Territory does hold all that, plus a vast treasure of unspoiled land that is actually less populated today than it was in the 1890s. When you add the Yukon Territory to the land and cruise options you've already seen, we call it the ultimate Alaska and Yukon experience. We begin our tour of the Yukon in Whitehorse, a place Klondike stampeders could only get to by hoofing it through the Chilkoot Pass and then surviving the treacherous Whitehorse Rapids. To sample the colorful flair of the Yukon, you'll want to take the Whitehorse City tour. And along the way, step into the rollicking past and take in the Frantic Follies vaudeville review. Outside the city, the adventure continues with whitewater rafting, or a more civilized ride on the water aboard the Yukon Queen II. If you're like the Yukon's first explorers, you crave the untamed wilderness. That's why your ultimate experience in the Yukon moves on to a place so remote few even know its name. It's called Kluane National Park. Here, the guides of Parks Canada will show you towering mountains with snow-covered peaks that melt into raging rapids you can ride if you dare. Seize the rare opportunity to hike on a glacier. Flight see majestic Mount Logan in a fixed-wing plane. Or combine hiking and aviation with a heli hike over the mountains to a wide-open meadow. Kluane is the Yukon in its purest form, and you'll feel invigorated by its scents, sights, and natural sounds. But no trip to the Yukon would be complete without one more stop. Talk about a city that's Yukon to a T. Dawson City has been restored to its original state in the 1800s. So naturally, this town has character. Your feet won't find any sidewalks, only clapboard here. No paved streets either, nor will there ever be. But you will find great restaurants and saloons, like the famous Diamond Tooth Gertie's or Klondike Kate's. Without a doubt, a tour of Dawson City offers a healthy taste of how folks used to live up here in the Yukon. And of course, you'll want to try your own hand at panning for gold. Who knows, you might find a nugget or two to put in your pocket. Whitehorse, Kluane National Park, Dawson City. By combining the Yukon with your Alaskan cruise and other land excursions, this is the ultimate Alaska and Yukon experience. Still ahead, we'll revisit must-do destinations and tell you how to make your Alaska dream a reality.
As we said before, an Alaska vacation is an experience you'll cherish forever. Those who have experienced Alaska often say, if you go to Alaska, there are certain things you just must do.
And right now, we'd like to give you a closer look at 3 of Alaska's most celebrated destinations. We call them must-do package inclusions. Every land has certain assets that define it. Alaska is defined by magnificent glaciers and untamed wilderness. So with that, we take you for a closer look at our must-see destinations. As you enter Glacier Bay, the thickly forested banks seem to draw you into a magical world like no other. And in a short while, you are surrounded by some of the world's most incredible scenery. The awe and wonder of being surrounded by such glacial beauty is worth the trip alone. That said, we've added some features to enhance your experience and make it even more memorable. First off, while you may want some moments alone to take in your surroundings, each Holland America cruise to Glacier Bay is staffed